You are listening to the Hello Sport podcast.
Jake Paul's accepted an offer to fight Diaz in MMA.
Yeah, but that was always the... Nate hasn't accepted that.
Why the fuck not?
Because he wants it to be under his Real Fight Inc. Jake's with PFL. And so I think Nate's like, it's either in fucking my one, or then I think maybe they're trying to do a co-promotion, but like, that's the only way he does it.
Interesting. I like Nate, you know what I mean? But I'm just a little bit... I've almost seen enough.
Go back to the UFC maybe and fight Connor. That's all I really give a fuck about.
Correct.
Well, you know
If
what?
they
I'd watch him and Jake fight in MMA.
Yeah,
sure.
Listen, I think there's a difference between watching, Tom, because you and I are paid to watch, essentially.
Which is something that is still
mind-blowing.
Thank
but
you.
the facts are the facts, and the facts are these punters and dribblers. Tom and I are paid to watch these sort of things. You can dispute them all you want. You'll be incorrect.
Yeah. Well, or you could question whether we should be paid to watch.
And that'd be fine.
That would be very reasonable.
And that'd be reasonable. I think still you'd find that we probably should be.
No, definitely.
But it doesn't send blood to my penis, Tom.
Seen him fight in MMA?
No. I didn't say... Well, no. See, if they said that Connor's fighting fucking Nate again, trilogy stuff, blood's in the cock.
Well, it'd be like if you had like an air traffic controller inside of my body, it'd be marshalling all blood directly to my dick.
As in...
Down towards the shaft where you've got confirmed Connor Nate 3.
Or if a country's at war and they switch to total war, so like everything is geared towards fucking
we're at war
victory.
Yeah.
Then all bloods.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like when you start to like freeze, like all your extremities.
Well,
your body,
yeah. Well,
all your blood removes from like your extremities and just goes to keep like your organs and shit warm.
Internal, mate.
Yeah. So that would be like
frostbite
Nate
situation.
Connor 3, divert all blood to shaft. We need all blood to shaft.
Correct. And it's almost the right time for a fight like that because they are quite washed up in their own ways.
Yeah, it's definitely washed up time. Listen, I think if Connor fights,
but I think that would be good though.
No, definitely.
Like a washed up trilogy.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
Everyone's like, well, it should happen maybe when they were still going. Nah. Just give us the washed up.
Give us them at the end of their tether.
Yeah.
Fighting over the scraps, even though the scraps are huge.
You could argue Connor's like not there yet, but we'll find out. If Connor fights, what's his face, Chandler, comes back, fights Chandler, loses.
Yep.
Then we've got the washed up trilogy just sitting there begging to be pounded.
Literally bend me over the table sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like give it to me straight.
Whereas,
of course, I will watch Jake Paul and Nate Diaz fight in MMA because I'm interested to see how Jake Paul goes in MMA, but it doesn't put blood to the penis. It just doesn't.
See, the MMA does for me.
Doesn't for me.
You know what it does? What it does? It's like if my penis is sitting there reading the newspaper,
yep,
and then someone yells from across the room, goes, "Did you hear Jake Paul and Nate Diaz are fighting in MMA?" My penis would be going like this, looking down, then
half chop,
just looking up.
But would it be a half chop?
You had my curiosity, or is it you had my attention and my curiosity? Whatever that one is, that would be what my penis is doing. That Leo meme.
You had my curiosity. Anyway, we know the meme. What about if I was to say to you, and this is back to how your penis behaves.
Mm-hmm.
If I was,
so am I my penis now reading the paper?
You're reading the paper. You're in the sports section, probably 2 or 3 pages in.
Just read a Bulldog Richie article.
Yes, correct. And you loved every second of it, every word really. And I said to you, Francis Ngannou, Tyson Fury this weekend.
My penis looks up.
Yep.
Closes the paper.
Yep.
Folds it up.
Yep.
Puts it on the table.
Yep.
Looks over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Spits in your face.
Oh, you're that excited?
I am.
So you're spitting. You're spitting at people.
I'm spitting, dude.
Okay.
Because, it's a crossover. Obviously, you would assume that fucking Tyson Fury wins. But this is big boy, heavyweight stakes. Fucking, you assume you know what's going to happen, but anything could happen.
Well, obviously, anything can happen. I think it depends on how seriously Tyson has taken this. Like if he
You
comes,
can't not take it seriously.
well, I just mean like if he trains the house down to him, comes in like fucking well oiled and primed and has sparred his ass off, then I can't see a world in which it happens.
No, absolutely
but if he's left a couple of rocks, Tom, a couple of stones unturned, he's left a couple. Unturned. He's left a couple unturned. Then maybe one slips through the guard.
The thing I like about it is that Francis is a legitimate fucking world champion. And was essentially before he left the UFC, still is baddest man on the planet, the baddest man on the planet, the baddest motherfucker who, if the gloves are off, would kill any man on earth. John Jones maybe would be the one that we still need to see, but essentially.
I think jury's out on John.
Of course, but what I'm saying is essentially this isn't fucking Jake Paul or Logan Paul v Floyd Mayweather, where you're like, this is just dumb. This is a legitimate fighter against a legitimate fighter.
That was got your hat stuff.
That was got your hat. That was got your money. That was stole your money out of your pocket if you bought that fight. So this is an opportunity for a very world-class fighter to come in and still like shock the world.
Well, because Francis has boxed.
He was a boxer before he was an MMA
to some
fighter.
degree, right? Yeah.
He was a boxer before he was an MMA fighter. Now, was he a world champion? No. Was he even a fucking contender? I don't believe so, no.
And obviously Tyson's one of the best to ever do it. Arguably the best in the world for his division, obviously. Obviously there's Usyk there. That fight remains to be seen, unfortunately.
I'm trying to work out if they signed for that. Because there was one where it's like they'd almost agreed to terms. It's like, and then people were like,
that's boxing, dude.
Don't look
and
through fucking
Usyk's got all the belts, basically.
Except
for the one that fucking Tyson's got. So let's just get that going. But outside of that, guy's a freak, genuine freak. This is Tyson Fury, so I'd be shocked in the extreme if he lost. It would also be horrific for the man's legacy.
Yes, it would.
Horrific.
But it would be great for Yarn.
Would it be great for Monday morning?
It'd be great.
Be great for Monday morning.
Great for Monday morning because we get paid to watch.
Now, what time am I strapping into this, Dave? Is it a friendly time or is this back in Saudi Arabia at 5 in the morning?
Good question. It isn't Saudi.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 7
I actually prefer that.
You like 7 a.m.?
No,
I hate
but
it.
I do. No, we're in different businesses, you and I. I'm in the gotta be dad during the day business. I'm in the
so you can't swing at 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon?
not
slot?
this Sunday. I can't anyway specifically, but I can, but definitely not this Sunday. Someone just try open the door.
Not that I'm aware of.
No,
No,
fuck it. They'll knock.
because I'm a huge fan of the Sunday afternoon time slot. Huge fan. And I think the punter and the dribbler probably could have deduced that based on how I was Sunday morning, just gone for the Volk fight. Kid was flat. 4:30 an ungodly hour. I've always said it. Unless you're still up, you shouldn't be up. Does that make sense? Unless you're still up, you shouldn't be up. Like if you're doing a 5 a.m. gym class, you're off your guts.
Maybe you're a CEO.
Or an entrepreneur.
Yeah, an entrepreneur. Maybe you're a Gary V listener.
An entrepreneur.
Yeah. It's actually a really gross word to say. Like there's entrepreneur or entrepreneur. Like I don't really know.
Entrepreneur. Or you...
Either way, it's a shit word. It's a gross word. I'm an entrepreneur.
It's listen, I wonder
What are you, dude? Like an entrepreneur, but you're a consultant. Be Vega.
Well, I wonder if it's become grosser, the word entrepreneur. Because let's go back 20 years before all the fucking social media bullshit of people just yelling at you and saying if you don't get up at 4 a.m. even though you have to go to bed at 7:30 p.m. then you're a loser.
Yeah.
If you get your 8 hours and you make it work for you, that's the end of the discussion, mate. I don't give a shit if you're up at 2 a.m. fucking praying and then you're in the gym and you never see your kids and you just work like an owl. That's fine, but like it doesn't interest me. Unless you found a way to literally not sleep and you can work 24 hours and not have to sleep, then we've got a different conversation.
But also, who the fuck wants to do that?
But now we're into dying another day. Pierce Brosnan taking on that diamond guy sort of territory, that North Korean who changed his...
Because he had like diamonds in his skin, right?
Well, that was his mate did.
Oh.
But his boss from the start got the full transfer and he becomes like that Christoph Graves or whatever his name was.
Yeah. I look up.
Unless you're not sleeping, no more punters and dribblers.
But
I
then
don't give
you
a
know
shit.
what the problem is? If you're not sleeping, then how do you have obscure sex dreams about you and celebrities that you'll never have or meet or attain? Or how are you ever going to fly, you know?
Are you fucking much in your dreams? That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not saying that I am regularly, but I mean, have you never had a good old fucking bedtime, nighttime, eyes closed chong?
Hey, yeah. I'm not talking about that.
Come on.
Let me finish. You brought it up, and I was wondering if you'd been having a couple lately.
No, not that I can remember, but I certainly have. And sometimes you'll wake up and go, Jesus Christ, I basically did that.
You've never had a WD, have you? Not WD-40.
No, not WD-40. I've had that before. In fact, had that plenty of times.
Still chasing your first WD.
Still fucking hot on the tails of my first WD. Wet dream for those of the uninitiated. Yeah, still haven't had it. Don't know if it's a me thing or just that I'm fucking rock solid. No need for pilot over here, at least not when I'm sleeping.
How often do you reckon you get down to Pound Town in your dreams?
I was going to say it's a very fucking rude question.
Twice a year, 3 times a year, 4 times a year, 5 times a year, 6 times a year, 7 times a year,
more
8
than
times a year?
twice a year.
I just started there.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's low. I'd say fucking
Once a month?
a couple of times a month.
Couple of times a month.
I reckon. Like, but they're not.
And do you go?
But they're not like.
Are you going the full?
Nah, that's the thing. Like, it's not some like full like. Oh, here we go. Here's a.
Or do you
start to finish passionate like sex scene from a film? You know what I mean? Like different angles, fucking different poses, different. You know, you want
none of that. Do you ever feel guilty?
No.
Are you like in your dream? You're like,
in your dream. Sometimes I feel,
not when you wake up.
When you wake up, I'm like, no.
No. I can't control my subconscious.
No, I got no control over the subconscious.
Subconscious marches to the beat of its own drum, literally. Have you ever seen that iceberg? How it's like most of the iceberg's underneath the water. But the subconscious is the underwater part.
Yes.
The subconscious does whatever the fuck the subconscious wants.
Yeah, and if I'm having sex with someone in me subconscious, I can't be held responsible for that.
Yeah, maybe it's a beautiful Latino woman who you just like with curves that won't quit.
Maybe it's just,
maybe that's what the subconscious wants. Like, who are you to tell your own subconscious what's up?
I won't. Not on my own podcast. Not on its podcast. Subconscious podcast too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but it's a great point. I wonder if our subconsciouses are proud of
us. Our consciousness, our conscious selves.
Or they're like, fuck, this is lame.
Or are they more just like, we get no
recognition?
But they do drive the bus, essentially. You know, they probably were the ones that poured out the techies today.
Well,
they pushed that thought from the subconscious to the conscious, from underwater to above.
Well, you laid the groundwork there.
But maybe that was the subconscious, essentially.
Yeah.
I didn't lay the groundwork.
Well, you made a comment.
I mentioned tequila. I didn't say, let's have a tequila.
Yeah, but you mentioned it. And then
I just spoke about it.
And then it was out there in the world begging to get bent over.
Yeah, I didn't say, let's have a tequila. There was tequila on the table.
There was. So, in a roundabout way, punters and dribblers, what we're saying is, if you find yourself, getting bent over or bending over someone from time to time in your dreams, that's your subconscious letting off steam.
It's fine. It's play on. Now, yeah.
Do you ever give beads a run for their money in your dreams? Any bead work?
Done any bead work? Not that I'm aware of, Eddie. Listen, I'm sure that my subconscious probably open to a bit more.
Bit more bead work?
Certainly, I think, it would be more down for some bead. But then again...
But is the subconscious...
is still you. It's I don't like beads no matter what conscious I'm in.
Well, I wonder is the subconscious by its very nature more dirty? Is it a bit more devil may care?
Listen, it might be dirtier if you're a particularly buttoned up individual. But if you're
a bit of a...
if you're, say, someone who goes by the moniker of King Dribbler...
Yep.
How much dirtier can your subconscious get? You know what I mean?
It's a great question.
Like, how much dirtier can it get?
I mean, listen, we'd have to ask him what he dreams about.
We will.
If he comes back with
coming to Vegas.
Yeah, he is coming to Vegas. If he's like a gangbanger weep type subconscious guy, then yeah, it can get dirtier.
But that's probably not a whole lot dirtier.
I don't know how many gangbangs King Dribbler's rolling out. I mean, if he is, he's keeping them quiet. But he's not. He's an oversharer. So I think. I feel like I would.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he gets up to in his dreams. We've never really discussed that to any great great length.
I'm sure there's beads in those dreams.
If there aren't beads in his dreams, I'm not here.
Yeah.
Well, it's moments like this where I would just love to like ping out a quick text message response to the audience going, how often are you getting beads involved in your dreams? I just like some instant feedback.
Send us in your kinky dreams. But like trying to impress us. I just want to know what weird shit
I just want and also
what about this if you woke up to the dream going, Jesus.
Like this is what
that was dirty.
But I'd like context around this. If you're a 80% missionary guy, sometimes if God's be good, you might get a little bit of doggy, maybe get a little bit of reverse cowgirl on your anniversary, right? If that's how you are, but then maybe your dreams are just like a completely different level.
Pirates sort of stuff.
Pirates 1
Devil
and 2.
Dick Willie sort of shit.
Yeah. Then I wouldn't mind hearing about that.
But don't just send us in like wet dream fucking shit.
I'm not I don't even need that part of it.
No.
I just want tales from the subconscious. That's what I want.
Tales from the subconscious.
That's what I want.
Yeah. I like that.
That's what I want.
Punters and Dribbles, as always, we are brought to you by the greatest motherfucking betting platform on planet Earth, and that is Ned's. Ponies getting around on the weekend.
Ponies were getting around on the weekend, Tom. Wasn't my weekend pony-wise.
I was going all right. I've had a good couple of weeks on the Pones.
Nice.
I've had a good couple of weeks.
I'm a bit late to the party. I see some going off early. I'm like, geez, I should have been in here a bit quicker.
I was out there sweeping the backyard, and I was just doing Ramwick and Caulfield and just sort of like...
Keeping it honest and
keeping
true.
an eye on it while I'm out there. Did I take maybe an extra 10, 15, 20 minutes to sweep the backyard? Yeah, I did, because I was indulging in some punts, obviously, on the Ned's app. Now, there's obviously the About Even group on Ned's, which is the largest group on the Ned's app, private group that is.
That's correct.
But then they've also got the social profiles. Now, you can follow our social profiles at the moment, can't you?
Yes, you can. Get into your Ned's app. You'll find Tom and I on there in the profiles section. Tom and I, punters of note. Obviously, I won About Even season 3. Not a big deal. I'm in there. I'm giving out my tips. I'm picking winners. I'm dominating, sort of.
Sort of being the operative word. But in the app, you can follow our profiles, see how we're doing it.
Follow along. A lot of fun. Jump into our Ned's group as well, About Even. The secret code is Dribbler. And you can follow along the whole gang, the gang being Tom, me, Rando, Sebo.
But other punters
and other punters and dribblers. Some people in there go pretty well as well. Shout out to Ned's. Chances
are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. Now, this is something that wasn't subconscious, but you could argue there is an element of subconsciousness to it.
Sure.
A video dropped on the Punters and Dribblers page last night. That...
It's my favourite video.
I think it's my favourite video as well.
No, it's 100% my favourite video. Well, after I got through it, I watched it probably 10 more times.
Yeah,
Showed Ella. I go, this is the best fucking show.
Steph could hear me like watching it in the other room. So what are you watching? I'm like, I'm watching it again. So this Matthew Mace, got to shout out Matthew Mace. So he's
a top contributor. I wonder if he's become one or he was one.
Well, he's put on, this is one of the biggest videos in the history of the Punters and Dribblers, biggest post in the history of the Punters and Dribblers. Matthew Mace.
Top 3.
Now, Chad Townsend's got his own YouTube channel, the Chad Townsend channel. I'm not sure you can go and find it on there, but he does lots of videos, lots of cool shit. He's got his own podcast. Shout out to Chad Townsend of Chad Townsend fame. Now, he put up a video this week, I guess, food reviews vlog of him going to a buffet in Queensland somewhere. I will say this, 25-minute food vlog is huge. That's an episode of television. It's a long food vlog.
It's actually longer.
It's longer. You're right. It's very long. We did a vlog the other day of our surfing journey, and Tobler turned in the first version. It was 25 minutes. We were like, whoa.
And I got to tell you.
And that was us learning to surf.
And we were sitting on the couch, and obviously we knew it was too long, but with the feedback we were getting from others, Street and Jarge, particularly Street, was like, this is fucking boring, like parts of this, because it's way too long.
So all I'm saying is 25 minutes food vlog, far too long. Not the point. Love a good food vlog. Love a good food vlog.
But worth pointing out.
Matthew Mace has gone the huge fucking lift for the punter and the dribbler basically just put up this compilation of Chad Townsend telling you what type of guy he is. Let's just play it. I do. So the caption, 38-second compilation of Chad Townsend telling you what type of guy he is.
Big sweet and sour pork guy. I'm a big seafood guy. I'm a big oyster guy. Big Christmas Day guy. I'm a pretty big sauce guy. Big aioli guy. Yeah. Big bread guy. I love my sourdough. Big sourdough guy. I'm a bit of a salad guy. Big pizza guy. Pretty big curry guy. Big skin guy. Big chicken skin guy.
Big chicken skin guy.
I'm a red wine guy. I love my red wine. I'm a Pinot guy. I'm a big pizza guy. I'm always red meat guy over white meat. I'm always like a steak guy over fish. Yeah, I'm a crust guy. Bit of a dessert guy. I'm like an ice cream guy. Big McFlurry guy. Big ice cream guy.
Big McFlurry guy.
I feel like he missed one out where, and maybe did it, was it, one point he says I'm a big Christmas guy.
He did say that.
Did he say that at the start?
He just said it in there.
Oh, I missed it. Big Christmas guy might be my favourite. I don't know.
The one I like the most is, for I don't know why, Big McFlurry guy just gets me. But also he's a big red meat guy. He's not a big white meat guy, but he's a big chicken skin guy. So I'm like, do you just eat the skin?
Chicken skin is
do you just eat the chicken skin and discard the white meat?
Listen, I'm not mad at chicken skin either. I'm a chicken skin guy.
Yeah, but you're also a chicken guy.
But I'm also a chicken guy. So
that's what's confused me.
Yeah. It'd be like, I'm a big apple skin guy, but I don't eat the apple.
I skin the fuckers.
I just eat apple skin. I need to watch it again. When I tell you I was fucking ruffling last night, I was fucking howling, dude.
I was ruffling, dude. Absolutely ruffling. Punters and Dribbles is one of the great videos of all time. Let's give it another whirl. Just
big
one.
Sweet and sour pork guy. I'm a big seafood guy. I'm a big oyster guy. Big Christmas Day guy. I'm a pretty big sauce guy. Big aioli guy. Yeah. Big bread guy. I love my sourdough. Big sourdough guy. I'm a bit of a salad guy. Big pizza guy. Pretty big curry guy. Skin guy. Big chicken skin guy. Like, I'm a big veggie guy. I'm a red wine guy.
Big veggie guy.
I'm a Pinot guy. I'm a big pizza guy. I'm always red meat guy over white meat. I'm always like a steak guy over fish. Yeah, I'm a crust guy. Bit of a dessert guy. I'm like an ice cream guy. Big McFlurry guy. Big ice cream guy.
Why didn't you big Christmas guy in there?
Big Christmas Day guy.
I've missed it every time.
Are you serious?
Dude. I've missed it every single time. Big Christmas Day guy, dude.
Matthew Mace, email turbo@hellosport.com.au.
Yeah.
You'll be getting hooked up.
Yeah, you'll be getting hooked up.
And what I mean by that is there are things dropping, punters and dribblers, this year that will tickle the fanny, or the gooch, or the sack.
Yeah. Email turbo@hellosport.com.au, Matthew Mace.
So you won't be getting something immediately, but you will be getting something.
And shout out to those who ripped Matthew Mace's video off and didn't credit him.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Matthew Mace has gone out there. He's recognised elite content, best in class, 2.3K fucking likes and 707 comments as of recording. That is elite for the Punters and Dribblers group. He's gone out there and eyed good talent, and he's gone and put the hard words in. And for people to fucking rip him off and not credit the big guy, shame on you.
Shame.
If you've done the hard work yourself, which Matthew Mace has, then go for gold, mate.
Exactly.
And yell it from the rooftops about how elite you are. But Matthew Mace how long do you reckon Matthew Mace spent fucking cutting that shit up? And for you to uncredit him is a disgrace.
What Matthew Mace has had to do is watch that 25-minute video, whilst watching it go, Jesus Christ.
Well, no, his ears prick.
Chad Townsend is that sort of a guy.
Yeah.
He's a guy that's that guy.
He's a that guy.
He's a that guy.
Yeah.
And I've now noticed that Chad's a that guy. I'm now going to have to watch the rest of this, note down times of when he's a that guy, then go back and watch the times that he's also mentioned previous that he's also a that guy, and then go back and get him, then cut him out, then put it all together. One more time, Eddie. Can we watch it one more time? Is that too much to ask?
38-second compilation of Chad Townsend telling you what type of guy he is. And he's gone and nailed the caption as well.
He has.
Or the descriptor.
And also the finishing of this video is chef's kiss.
Yum, yum, yum.
One more time, please.
Big sweet and sour pork guy. I'm a big seafood guy. I'm a big oyster guy. Big Christmas Day guy.
There it is.
Sauce guy. A big aioli guy. Big aioli guy. Yeah.
Big aioli
guy.
guy.
Sourdough.
Yeah.
Love my sourdough. Big sourdough guy.
Oh, yeah.
Aioli's a
salad guy. Big pizza guy.
Pause it for a second.
Big curry guy. Big skin guy.
To be a big aioli guy to the point where you need to reiterate it.
Well, he's only doubled up on one thing, and that's aioli.
Aioli.
And he's finished with a yeah.
Yeah, like being that big and like particularly a big aioli guy is strange.
Listen, you know my opinion on all things condiments.
We're condiment guys.
I'm a condiment guy, but gravy reigns supreme. It just does.
Yeah, it does.
There's no condiment on the fucking face of the earth that holds a candle to gravy and its versatility.
The only thing that would be close, and I'm saying still worlds away, I think would be tomato sauce.
But it's not in this.
It's not the same.
What do you put tomato sauce over a beautiful roast? No,
which
like,
one, that's
just,
the versatility.
it doesn't have the versatility.
Listen, gravy is a versatility guy.
It's got range, it's got depth, it's
Yeah.
got character.
Yeah.
I mean, the talons on the palais, mate. Like, let's get serious for a
Might
second.
be tannins, but that's all right. Can we just take it back a little bit because we missed a couple of guys.
When it's gravy, it's
talons.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But so to be an
Hold
aioli
on,
guy
take it
over
back.
gravy is fucked.
Go back to aioli.
Aioli over gravy is fucked. Fucked.
I love my sourdough.
No, we missed it.
Back further.
Just start it again.
Start it again.
Big sweet and sour pork guy. I'm a big seafood guy. I'm a big oyster guy. Big Christmas Day guy. I'm a pretty big sauce guy. Big aioli guy. Big aioli guy. Yeah. Big bread guy. Love my sourdough.
Big bread
Love
guy.
My sourdough. Big sourdough guy. I'm a bit of a salad guy. Big pizza guy. Pretty big curry guy. Big skin guy. Big.
Look how happy he is.
I know, dude. Go back. The smile on the
Oh,
chicken
dude, he
skin.
loves the chicken skin.
Sorry, Dave. This is going to be fun to edit.
Big chicken skin guy. Like, I'm a big veggie guy. I'm a red wine guy. I love my red wine. I'm a Pinot guy. I'm a big pizza guy. I'm always red meat guy over white meat. I'm always like a steak guy over fish. Yeah, I'm a crust guy. Bit of a dessert guy. I'm like an ice cream guy. Big McFlurry guy. Big ice cream guy.
You know what else I liked? Ice cream guy. You know,
Dude.
You know what I mean?
He's an ice cream guy. I'm an ice cream guy too, Chad.
Yeah, bro.
I'm a guy of all the things he's a guy of as
Yeah.
well. Just to be fair, like there's nothing there that he's a guy of.
I'm not that
a
guy, but I.
Well, I'm a that guy, not so much.
I'm
Now,
not
a this
to be
guy.
that guy.
Nah.
I'm not that guy. I've been that
I've
guy.
been that guy.
But I'm not that guy.
Can I
now.
tell you when I was that guy, to be fair, like to be honest and true, 14.
Yeah, no, like 17. Like that was a high school thing.
Teens.
That's a high
Teens.
school thing.
I was a that guy at teen.
That's a that guy.
Yeah.
Still got it, by the way.
Yeah, that's it. You know
But
what is
like,
it?
you know what replaced this? What predated this? This. Like I was that guy, and then I was that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's the evolution. That's like Digimon. If you evolve from a fart under the armpit to a, I tell you what, maybe sits in between that fart.
What? Yeah, fucking oath.
I think it goes fart, and then that.
Yeah, fucking oath. 100%. Oh, that fart's so elite.
Dude, that was a good fart. You still got that as well.
I still got it. Are you doing Silas? I haven't done that for like 10 years.
Dude, that thing still holds up. That thing still holds up. Yeah, you watch a comedy special from like the 80s, you go, meh, I don't know, it's lost it. That fucking fart will be funny till the end of time. Yeah, the world
I
will
hope
be
the
ending.
kids are still doing that, dude.
They better be.
They'd want to be.
Well, they need to get their heads out of their phones and start farting under their armpits.
If they're not doing that, they've been lost to the phone.
I might have to show the girls when I get home. I don't know if they've ever seen any human alive with the
Were you
out.
were you a left arm or a right arm guy? You probably.
Well,
I use my left hand, my right hand.
I use my left hand.
So yeah.
So my left hand.
How's
Well,
that?
I won't be able to do that with the chicken wing at the moment. But listen, I probably can still. This is more about just not moving it. But again, the movement involved in fucking making the fart, you got to get your shoulder into it. I could probably do it with my right hand. Let's be honest. Maybe.
Well, it depends. If you're going for the full crank, you can slow it down though, as I've showed you earlier.
Yes. Well, you're an artiste. One more time. Give me one more.
Big sweet and sour pork guy. I'm a big seafood guy. I'm a big oyster guy. Big Christmas Day guy. I'm a pretty big sauce guy. Big aioli guy.
Huge aioli guy.
Yeah. Big bread guy. I love my sourdough. Big sourdough guy. I'm a bit of a salad guy. Big pizza guy. Pretty big curry guy. Big skin guy.
Big skin guy.
Like I'm a big veggie guy. I'm a red wine guy. I love my red wine. I'm a Pinot guy. I'm a big pizza guy. I'm always red meat guy over white meat. I'm always like a steak guy over fish. I'm a crust guy. Bit of a dessert guy. I'm like an ice cream guy. Big McFlurry guy. Big ice cream guy.
It's the beauty of it is that is a lot of times. Like I wonder whether he was aware of it.
Mate, can I be honest with you?
That's a lot of times.
When I watched this the first time, my first reaction was that has to be a piss take. There was too many.
Yeah.
And the more there was, the funnier and more ridiculous it got. And then when I went and watched it back, I'm like, oh no, this is a man that's just a big guy of a lot of things.
I'm shocked he didn't say he's a Vinny Chase guy.
Wrong setting.
True. It would have been out of place, but he is a Vinny Chase guy.
Well, he's the biggest Vinny Chase guy. The biggest.
Can you go...
No one's a bigger Vinny Chase guy than Chad from Chad.
Can you go to Chad's Instagram? I don't want this to be a knocking Chad, because this isn't knocking Chad, even though it's like, that's a funny thing that Chad's done. In the same way that we're all...
Mate, we're big
in the
Chad.
Content game, you're at the mercy of fucking content, right?
Tom, like, let's be honest, I'm a big Chad guy.
I'm a Chad guy. I am a Chad guy.
I'm a big Chad guy.
Huge Chad guy. I just want to show you Chad's sunnies. Go to the second post. Look at those things. Go back. Go back.
They're elite.
Look at those things, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Can we zoom in on that?
Oh,
Look at those, dude. He's a RoboCop guy.
Oh, dude, there's like, I don't even know if this is accurate, but I'm just going to say what I feel. There's got a bit of Eiffel 65 about those things.
Oh, can you get up that? That might be a bit of I'm blue.
Double D, double die. That could be completely
That could be
correct.
wrong, but I know what you mean as soon as you say it. Wrong.
Well,
Well,
they don't have sunnies on. I'm
video
blue,
clip?
double D, double die. Double D, double die.
Oh, see, they did have sunnies on, but no.
They look pretty old in that photo. Go to that one there. Eiffel, right, on the right.
No. Listen, they do wear sunglasses. Jesus Christ. Have they got one song, Eiffel 65? Is that it?
We used to have the Eiffel 65 album.
Who's we? The Simpsons?
Me and my brother.
It's so funny the things
The Italian Euro dance group. See, I hadn't even thought of where they were from. Move Your Body. You remember Living in a Bubble? Do you remember all these songs?
No, because you would, because you...
I had the album.
Yeah.
Europop 19...
If we play a little bit of it, we can not get taken down from YouTube, right? Like, we can just play it and just cut out.
So you put on Move Your Body.
Can you go... What if you go to their Spotify and see like what their big songs are? Huge Eiffel 65 guy.
Huge Eiffel 65.
Well, I'm blue guy. You seem like you are more of an Eiffel 65
I'm an
guy.
eye blue. You remember this?
I don't.
This is
a
look at that.
This is 90s video
This is
clip
so
era.
90s. Look at this shit, dude.
Oh my God, dude. This is Edge. This is the thing that you'd watch. You remember when you'd like be at a kick-ons and sometimes you'd watch shit to wig yourself out?
This would be it.
You know what I mean? You watch it and you go, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Turn it off.
And this would be right up there. They've still got the blue guy in there.
Yeah.
That's obviously a huge theme because that's what they got massive of.
That's all they got. All right, that's enough of that. I don't really remember that, but there's a part of it that does. I remember that the video clip seems familiar, to be honest. Do you remember how massive music videos were? We were sort of talking about that with Sam.
Well, off the back of Rage.
Of Rubens.
Remember Rage?
Yeah, fucking oath. I used to watch Rage from
every
the
Saturday morning.
stage.
Every Saturday morning.
We'd all sit in bed, fucking like with my old man and my sister and my brother. And we'd sit there and watch it, and we'd try and guess what the next song was.
I frothed Rage. And that was, for me, the peak of music videos.
Yeah.
MTV.
No, MTV was fucking hectic, dude.
But to a lesser degree for me personally.
Yes, right.
Because I didn't have Fox.
Oh, okay.
Ozstar in the bush.
Ozstar, yeah. We had Ozstar. Like, that was the I'm also a bushy, you know.
Which
what I mean?
cunt?
I'm an old bushy.
Which cunt?
Well, no, Dad got it. We got it for free because Dad works for him. So,
you know, both things can be true.
Well,
at the same time.
but even like, so when I moved up to Sydney, like MTV and shit, like music videos, I was thinking about it the other day. I was driving and an Eminem song came on. Which was it? Might have just been Slim Shady. And you remember that music video where he's like in the mental asylum and shit?
Yeah.
And it's like when those came out and it was like, it just took me back to this almost nostalgic moment where it was like when a new fucking Eminem song dropped or a new whatever, like a band you liked, and like the music video was this shit.
Well, we were talking about the other day with Powderfinger.
Yes, exactly.
Like the Slinky and shit.
The
That was
Slinky.
unbelievable, bro.
But that was even like, you look at some of like the big bands, and obviously Powderfinger a huge band, but I'm talking globally. Like when, what was the one? There was a fucking Eminem song. Because this looks like a job for me.
Me,
without
so everybody.
and he's like the fucking Superman. That was like just when Eminem was at his zenith and he was coming out with these songs. And
Early
like
2000s.
every one of them was just fucking hitting, and you were just like, Jesus Christ, this was mad. Then the Video Music Awards, like that shit was all cool then. Now it's like not. And maybe that's like me being fucking an old guy in a sling. I don't know, but like.
But I remember like Stacey's mum and shit. Like, do you remember
who was
those?
that band?
I can't remember the band, but you remember like they're in the pool and shit.
Blink-182. Remember the Rock Show video clip?
Unbelievable.
Where they just got given a fuckload of money and they just went and blew it all in
the
that
small
day.
things. They're in like the hangar and
Yeah.
shit, if my
Yeah.
memory serves.
Stacey's mum was Fountains of Wayne.
Fountains of Wayne.
And just back on Eiffel 65, on Spotify, 3 out of their top 5 songs are Blue or a remix of Blue.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. And what are they doing now? Can you find out where Eiffel 65 are these days?
They must have made relatively good coin.
Back in the day when
This
it was
is
like,
late 90s.
That's what I mean though. When it was album sales and
Yeah.
fucking like you made shitloads of money compared to now. And firstly, it's kind of corrected though. And I mean, I'm speaking about something I don't really know, but I have an idea from, you know, my old man's experience and like family friends' experiences was when you were selling records, cassettes, CDs, you made fucking great money because it was the only way people could get it. Then it went to once MP3 and
Napster
fucking
and shit.
LimeWire and Napster and that sort of shit. Like just
Everyone lost.
everyone. And now now basically even with digital and then with Spotify, how much it fucks everyone. It's like you tour. I don't know what it means for like audio comedians. I don't know.
It's sort of, it's like, I think as much as people, and I'm just, I'm talking complete and utter shit here. But as much as people obviously complain about how much Spotify and shit pay artists, it's better than nothing, which is what it was with Napster and LimeWire and all
yeah,
that shit.
exactly. But that's almost kind of what was fucked is that like they were getting great money off like sales, direct like album sales, things you could and then CDs, and then it went to everyone's just fucking ripping us off illegally online, to then not really recorrecting, but then like these big companies coming in and going, well, better than what was happening, so we're still going to rip your eyeballs out.
No, but I think it's probably more, and I could be wildly
again, we could
corrected,
both be wrong here.
it's more about like, this is sort of like where it needs to sit.
It could be sitting better than where it's sitting.
Well, I wonder if
It should be.
but I wonder if like if it got more expensive, people just go back to fucking listening
I reckon
illegally.
people are prepared to pay if it's simple. Like once iTunes came along, I think people were like I don't know. But then again, I don't know whether people still, I mean, you still rip shit, don't you?
Not music so much,
Yeah.
not Spotify. Like now that all the...
Streaming music is so easy that you're not going to go and buy albums off iTunes. I don't even know if you can do that anymore. Is it just Apple Music, which is obviously compared to Spotify? I don't even know if you can just buy
I think you can still
albums.
buy, no, you can definitely still buy albums.
You can?
I would- you'd
What
have
would
to
be the point of
Yeah,
that?
you can buy albums so that you can like have access to them offline, and you can actually have the like MP3 files.
But you can download shit
But
off.
I've got to pay Spotify a monthly fee to be able to download shit. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe
no, I think to download.
Have you got
songs
the
and
paid or the
playlists,
free
you have to
version?
paid.
Yeah.
I didn't, because it used to be all the same, at least I don't from memory. Or maybe I just never
No, it was
used
just
Spotify.
typecast.
But then like ads would just come in the middle of
Yeah,
shit.
that was the free one.
Yeah. I
Which
like,
was Edge.
Fuck this. But still pretty good. Like if you don't want to fucking pay for it and you can just still get it for free, like that's still pretty good for the consumer. If you just got to listen to a couple of ads, but you can still listen to like whatever music you want for free, That to me
What
is where...
percentage of people have the free version, Dave? I'd be very interested to know how tight the world is.
Got to shout out Eiffel 65 here. I have had Move Your Body, everybody. Like I've had that in my head.
Come on now. Move your, I don't know. Yeah, it's in your fucking head.
It's there now. I'll be humming it.
Listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue house.
See, now, like, the thing is as well, that
And
blue
all
song-
day and all night and everything he sees is just blue like him. Inside and outside, blue his house with the blue little window and the blue oven. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. We don't got nobody to listen. I find it crazy that your brain can recall that.
I think, though, like...
After fucking how long?
a lot of that is about the tune.
Of course it is.
The is it melody, the tune, the beat?
Well, it's like, do you know your ABC? I do. I don't know it in reverse, though.
No, exactly.
I find it really difficult to go the other way. ZXY?
XYZ, so ZY.
ZXY?
ZXY. Fuck.
A ZYX.
Oh, so like,
Yeah. No.
no,
But you could put it in some cute little tune.
that we all know. A, B, C,
Yeah.
D.
So Spotify has 210 million premium subscribers and 317 million, monthly active users. So in a month, they'll get that.
So then
many
you got
people
like,
using
so
it free.
2/3 then are paying?
Or
is
no,
like,
no,
are
no,
they
less-
separate?
No.
less than half a pay.
Less than half pay.
So you said 200 million
And
premium.
310.
Sorry, so I wasn't sure that was saying total is 300 million, 200 of those is premium, and then 100, because 300 million active users would include premium, wouldn't it?
No. This is ad supported.
Oh, okay.
So if you use it at least once a month, you're considered
Active.
active, and there's 300 million of them. So more people don't.
Yeah. Which I get, right? So but then what the thing that I'm sort of saying, if you think about like musicians or artists, Eddie, who don't make fucking diddly squat, like most of those people are just getting free music.
Thus, how much they can pay them.
Yeah. And then if you take that away, do they just go and fucking download it?
Correct. That's what I'm saying. With the 300 million people that want free music, and if you don't give it to them, they're going to go find it, would be my guess.
Now, from one video to the next, there's another video we
Right?
need to watch.
Have I seen it?
You have. Before we do that, punters and dribblers, we restocked the 2023 World Podcast Championship T-shirts with us and our good friend Denning Kemp, the DMP.
Fucking great shirt.
Top notch.
Unbelievable. Like, just looks good. This is a summer staple, punters and dribblers. Make no mistake.
Well, it's a summer and winter staple.
If you get around town in this, you're a sick cunt.
Well, you're just cool.
Simple as that.
Nice
Looks
retro
good,
vibe.
feels good, retro vibe, nice acid wash. Looks perfect with shorts, look perfect with jeans, look perfect with chinos.
It just will also get better. That's what I like about these ones. Is like
It'll
as
get
they
better with
age, they get better
100%.
as well.
It's also a great, I really like the there's a bit of give in the T-shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Comfortably the highest quality T-shirt the DMP has ever produced.
Highest
That's
quality.
for sure.
Bloke.shop, 6
Tonight.
p.m. Thursday,
Just
tonight.
We're recording this on a Wednesday. Full disclosure.
Bloke.shop, 6 p.m. tonight. And if you listen to this late, then it's Thursday. Anyway, go to bloke.shop. Just go to bloke.shop and make smart decisions. They're on there. We've restocked for the big boys who are our biggest supporters. To shout out to the big thickie.
Well, we've restocked for everyone.
We've restocked for all of you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Bloke.shop. Now, Thomas, this video.
Video. I'm not going to say it. Dave's just going to get it up, and then once you see it, then I'll explain it before I press play. So just put it on the screen, Dave, when you're ready.
That Red Wiggles hair's really grown out.
It looks like a wig, dude. And we're talking OG Red Wiggles. There's an ad for the documentary on there.
I'm probably keen to watch that.
I don't really give a fuck.
Oh,
No disrespect to the Wiggles. I wasn't a big Wiggles guy.
Really? Really? Why?
Sorry, Chad. I didn't watch Wiggles.
Growing up?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Like, not that I was too old for him, but I...
Too cool?
No, well, I mean...
You don't really get a choice.
You
at
don't
that
get a
age.
choice, right? They started... Maybe when they started, They I don't know whether they started in the mid 90s, I think, right?
Dude, we were young when they started.
Yeah, but I was like 5, 6, right? So when they started.
Yep.
But at that stage, I was a Humphrey B. Bear guy because he was on TV.
Yeah, but he was a Yank.
No, he wasn't. Humphrey B. Bear's an Australian.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm thinking
Blew
of...
up, dude.
no, I was thinking of...
Put some respect on
the
Humphrey
guy
B.
that-
Bear's
the guy,
name.
The guy that sings at the moon.
Oh, the Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah.
I did love
Chill,
him, though.
bro. He
was
wasn't
sick.
90s.
Apologies.
He might have been 90s. I don't know. But I was a Humphrey B. Bear guy, Testy Pop. I'm a Testy Pop guy.
Humphrey was he was a man around town.
I had my own video cassette tape, and it was written on it was Tommy's tapes, and I would tape Humphrey B. Bear episodes.
Oh, you taped that.
Yeah.
Were you an aggro guy?
I was an aggro guy. I was a Thomas the Tank Engine guy.
Respect.
Fucking oath.
Respect.
Back when fucking
Who
Ringo
did- who
Starr
did-
was the fat
I was going to
controller.
say who did. Yeah, it was Ringo
Yeah.
Starr.
Yeah.
What a fucking that's almost Ringo's claim to fame, which is crazy to say.
It is. And it is his claim to fame. It is. It's fucking fat controller, Beatles second. Beatles drummer second. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's also something you do when you go, you know what, bro? Like, I'm fucking good. So I'm just going to do things for fun now.
I think
I'm the
Ringo
fat
got
controller.
knighted recently, and I'm pretty sure he got knighted for services.
Recently? That
to fat
cunt should have been
controlling.
knighted years ago.
He got knighted for
His
when I
fat
say recently,
controller.
I'm saying like 10, like within the last 10 years.
Can you please check when Ringo Starr was knighted?
It was services to fat controlling.
Yeah, fat controller, and he also was in a band. I think that was how they said it.
Ringo Starr was knighted in 1995.
Okay.
Okay, so not that long ago.
But still,
Oh, I mean, sorry,
Ages
long
ago.
ago.
Ages
When was Paul then?
they should...
Wait. No, sorry, I misspoke. I think this was 2018.
Yes,
That's a few
I
years
knew it was
difference.
fucking
Yeah,
recently.
How the fuck did you get those dates mixed up?
There was another number there. Computers far away.
You'd have to be a little bit fucked off. Now, I get that Paul... you know,
When was Paul knighted?
Good question.
I'm going to say 990s sometime.
97.
Yeah. So he had to wait 21 years.
Who's the youngest person to be knighted? Like, how, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Getting knighted young would be badass. And don't give me don't give me some like knight. Like, I want someone who's like sort of a famous person. You know what I mean?
No, not like a Knight of the Garter or anything,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
basically like handed
Like
down.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the youngest person to get knighted was Dame Ellen MacArthur when she was 28, who was a sailor.
Wow, it's impressive.
Fucking Alistair Cook's knighted,
Yeah.
but he's pretty young.
Strauss is too.
No, he's not.
Pretty sure he is.
No.
Yes.
Sir Andrew.
Think it's Sir Andrew Strauss.
No, dude. You're thinking it from Test Match Special. It's Sir Alistair. That was the only one.
No, Andrew Strauss was knighted for services.
Bang! Told ya.
What?
Told ya. He won the Ashes away in Australia. You get a knighthood for that. You just do.
Fucking Paul McCartney had to wait till he was like 70 to get one. And he's from the fucking Beatles.
Paul McCartney got one in the 90s.
How old would he have been in the 90s? 60?
Oh, 50s?
Strauss would be in his fucking
That's-
early 40s.
Well, he's 81 now, so he would have been late 50s, early 60s.
Great. Well, it's good. It's a great point.
Alistair Cook.
Mate, winning... Okay, so he's the most prolific run scorer of all
How
time.
isn't Beckham a fucking... Or is he Sir David Beckham?
No, he's not. No.
Right.
No. But he didn't...
He didn't do anything.
Strauss won the Ashes in Australia.
What did Alistair Cook do?
The most prolific run scorer of all time.
I get it. It's a great point, but fucking Paul McCartney had to wait till he was 50
listen, what? I'm not disputing the ridiculousness
sounds
of that.
like you're trying to-
How old? When did Elton get his?
Mick Jagger. Who would have got it first? Sir Paul or
Surely
Mick?
Paul.
Is Mick even a sir?
Yeah.
Is he? I don't know if he is.
Maybe he's not. That's fucking
bullshit.
ridiculous.
That's
So
bull-
Elton John was knighted in 1998.
Okay, a year after Paul.
Mick Jagger was knighted in 2003.
I was getting,
So,
you
okay.
threw me off.
Well,
You,
I just never hear him being... He's never like...
but people don't refer to him like that.
Some do.
So they don't go Sir Andrew Strauss.
But they would refer to Alistair as Sir Alistair Clarkson.
Yeah.
Alistair...
But
No, who's Alistair Clarkson? He's
He's
a
the
fucking
top gear
AFL
guy.
coach.
Oh.
I was getting, there was like underlying like a bit of a piss-takey jab thing I was getting on the BBC special with that.
Oh, okay.
Because Strauss is on there all the time and they don't say the same thing to him.
Fair, which is probably why I didn't fucking know.
Yeah. So like, that, it's the, you never hear Sir Ringo Starr.
No, you don't. But you do hear Sir Paul McCartney.
Yeah, but
He's fucking.
Come on, there's levels, right?
There are. Like new levels, new devils.
New levels, new devils.
Yeah.
Let's be fucking fair dinkum for a moment, if we may.
Fair. Very fair.
I tell you who wasn't knighted that probably may have deserved one. Sir Johnny Wilkinson.
Wasn't he? 100%? Mm-hmm. No cap? Wait, no cap, dude?
No cap. Captain Coach got one.
What was his name? Don't say it. Hold on, let me just try to remember it. Big guy.
Huge guy.
Big captain.
Martin Johnson.
Martin Johnson.
He got one, I'm pretty sure. Dave will check. And the coach got one.
Grey-head guy. Graham someone? No, it's Graham Henry.
Oh, you'd be doing well to get that. But I reckon with enough time I would.
English coach, 2003.
Church.
I'm not going to get it. I know who he looks. I know what he looks like though. Alexander or someone. Alexander.
I can see the cunt.
Yeah, I can see him. I can fucking see him. He's in me mind's eye. Clive Woodward.
Yep. Clive. Big Clive.
I think that's it.
Did they give one to the big fella? Surely Martin Johnson. Sure. Yeah, there he is. Martin Johnson, CB. Oh, hang on.
No.
These are just honours, not
Oh,
knighthoods,
didn't.
Yeah.
What? See, okay, let's fucking just rewind for a second. I don't have a dog in this fight, but I find it absurd that their only World Cup winner and captain, Martin Johnson, isn't knighted, but Strauss is for an away Ashes victory?
Could you also...
Or was Strauss knighted for like philanthropic
Go on.
reasons?
I thought Johnny Wilkinson was knighted.
Not ahead of Skip.
I know he's not there, but can we just check Johnny Wilkinson wasn't knighted?
No, he wasn't. There was a headline I saw that said he accepted a knighthood before he was offered one. So I'm going to find that article and see
What? How do you accept one before you're offered one?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Well, I think he thought he was offered one.
You know who did turn one down? Who's an absolute fucking gangster?
Who?
Richie McCaw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What a
Why?
sick cunt.
What, did he give a reason?
He didn't want to play because he was still playing at the time and didn't. That's my memory's telling me. It could be incorrect, so don't fucking
He didn't want
kill
to
me.
play with it.
He didn't want to be playing as a Sir Richie. He got offered one after they won the first World Cup. Or their.
How in fuck's name wasn't Warney? It was actually, he was obviously a bit of a pants man.
No,
Well, we can't get knighted.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Why is that again?
Because we don't have that honour.
But we turned it down. We used to.
We used to have it, and then Tony Abbott tried to bring it back in. Basically, was alluding to the fact that he wanted.
He
one.
wanted to get.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
he,
like.
do you know who his first selection was? Do you know his first selection for Australian knighthood was? His number one, his first pick out the gate. First pick. Prince Philip, the Queen's husband.
No.
Yeah.
The Epstein fucking.
No.
that's Prince Andrew.
That's her son.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he put. Why is he
the
put,
old cunt.
Why is as in the late Queen's husband?
The late Queen's husband.
Why the fuck's he putting him for? He's not even Australian.
That was his number. Like he on Australia Day, he
What
was
a
like, "I want to bring
cocksucker.
back sirs and dames."
And let's put an English guy. that
And
we have nothing
my
to do with.
first pick, first selection, my captain's pick, they called it. His captain's pick
Fuck, he's a lame.
was Prince Philip, and everyone goes, no, bro," and then it just shut
What
down.
a fucking awful way to try to bring it back. Like, hey,
Like
throw Warney out.
if you so untransparently are bringing it back because you want one, and your first pick is Prince Philip, you're a fucking
How
moron.
in fuck's name are you getting one? What's
Shane
Tony getting one for?
alive. Shane was alive at the time. If you say I want to knight Shane, people are on board immediately.
100%.
Immediately. Oh, you want to knight Shane Warne? Sure.
Why haven't we got him?
Because we've basically got OAMs,
Yeah, but like what?
OCs
I mean,
and shit.
Of things that I'm like down for, like I don't give a fuck if we're a republic or a commonwealth. Who gives a shit? But like, let's have knighthoods. And I'm sure we've discussed.
I think it
this
was
in
our way of
podcasts
becoming
gone
independent, mate.
by. Yeah, what a lame way of doing it.
We haven't had it for a while.
Yeah, 1983.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking ages. Who's our last sir or dame?
I would, if I had to guess, I'd say the last Governor General we had.
This is a slightly off-topic thing, right? Firstly, I just want to shout out Dame Judi Dench because she was the only real dame that I know.
Well, she's the only dame we care about.
Yeah.
Dame Nellie Melba.
That's almost one that is almost like a saying. Hey, I haven't heard of that. That's since Dame Nellie Melba. But Dame Judi Dench, the dame that I care about. Is Dame Judi still with us, Dave?
I think she is.
Good.
Who?
Dame Judi. Still with us. Judi Dench. Dame Judi Dench.
Yes.
I think she's still with us.
Yes, she is.
Now,
Loves trees.
loves trees.
She's
Big tree girl.
88.
Huge tree guy.
Like the biggest
tree guy,
girl.
but like a tree guy.
Yeah.
Come on,
Or girl.
but a guy.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure this gal.
So go down. So like, yeah, the Governor Generals used to get it.
Yeah, cool.
Or whatever.
Yawn. In terms of dames of note, I'm pretty sure this dame's a dame. Dame Maggie Smith, who was Professor McGonagall in Harry
Elite.
Potter.
Can you go up for 1 second, Dave? I just want to check something quickly. Tom, if you don't mind.
No, I'll pause
So look,
my
go
dame.
down. So you can technically become a knight of England.
Round table.
So see this guy. If you go down, Tom.
Peter Cosgrove.
So Peter Cosgrove is he? So he's a knight,
He's a former Governor General.
but he's a knight. But he's a knight in England, I believe.
Right, but he's not
We'll
called Sir.
click on Peter Cosgrove's name. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, Sir Peter Cosgrove. Yeah, but he gets that from the UK side, not Australia, I think.
You're right, but that's...
Or was he given one at the time when fucking old mate Abbott was trying to push him through?
No, he
I don't
didn't, because
think
he didn't
so,
get
no.
any new ones through.
Well, did he not?
No, he didn't get any through.
Well, in 2014, that might have been the time the getting was good because Angus Houston got one in 2015 as well.
It's not the worst fucking point you're making. Bring him back, though, for sure.
Bring him back for sure.
Dame Maggie Smith has been the same age.
Is she a dame?
I don't know.
She is a dame.
She's been the same age for, how old am I? 35? 34? 34 years. She's been the exact same age. If you look at Dame Maggie Smith in Hook, the seminal 90s flick with Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman, and the kid that played Rufio.
Seminal.
Seminal, not seminal. Maggie
And
Smith.
not seminar either.
No. She's been the same age for a million fucking years. Look at her.
Pretty much, yeah.
Bruh.
Well, she's pretty fucking old now if you had that final frame top level.
Well, yeah, but she was basically that old in Hook. That might be from Hook. Is it?
Is she old?
Grandma Wendy, Hook.
Bang. Good eyes. She actually looked younger as Professor McGonagall.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this broad, with this dame.
Well, maybe becoming a dame gives you the elixir of youth.
How
Tom.
old is she?
She's 88.
How the
Is
fuck?
it Dame Judi Dench?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
How old was she in Hook?
I tell you who will probably get one if you're looking at next gen talent, because obviously actors and actresses get them eventually. Would Daniel Radcliffe get one?
So Daniel, maybe he's the one that I think maybe. What about Dame Kate Winslet?
Love that. Is it Dame JFK? J.K. Rowling, sorry.
No.
No,
I don't
she's
think
come
so.
out with a bunch of stuff that upsets Dave about.
She came out saying she was confused. That's her opinion. We're not
Yeah.
going to get into that. I don't think that you
Confused
then
is
put a line through her
understatement.
body of work.
Listen, Eddie, I would give Dame JK a damehood, but Bluehead Daves of the world are like, oh,
Do you reckon she was in line for like
100%. There's a part of me that thinks that time will, because everything's sort of correcting in the sense of like outrage culture, Bluehead Dave sort of shit. Like maybe she still gets a damehood down the track.
I think she does. She's still young enough.
She got time to get a damehood.
Yeah, that's right. What is it? What do you think you get? Like, I'm just trying to work out if I was
Free drinks.
if I became Sir Edward Simpson, let's say for services to Dribble and Yarn.
Yeah.
Let's just say
So Thomas
theoretically.
William George Birmingham. I mean, that sounds right.
It sounds pretty spot on.
Sounds about right.
Do I get things? Do I get invited to like royal weddings? Do I get
Yeah,
free?
do you get the
Do
royal
I get
wedding?
free piss and shit? Like, what do I get?
Do I get? It's like royal weddings, free piss. Is that?
Because I've been led to believe that if you've got a Victoria Cross on, and obviously there's a couple of recipients, well, just one recipient recently who's a little bit on the nose.
Well, yeah.
But like generally speaking, let's just park that.
Let's
and just
put him to the side.
Yeah, 100%. And just talk about the Victoria Cross and what it means generally.
Yeah.
I've been led to believe if you walk around RSLs with that on, you don't pay for a drink ever.
Free
So that's
booze.
tangible. That's a tangible.
dollars in your pocket.
That's dollars in your pocket. I'm wondering if I get free shit if I'm a sir. Do I get like? Do
Professor
I have to pay?
fucking Xavier. He's a day. Is he a sir?
Yeah,
So Professor
so
Xavier?
Ian McKellen.
No
Yeah,
tangible benefits. So I don't get like free internet or anything.
You should, dude.
I reckon I shouldn't have to pay for electricity.
Anything, really. Well, yeah, no, what do they
Utilities?
call that? Utilities, thank you.
Free Qantas flights.
In Australia.
Yep. Well, international.
Or British Airways, though, right? That's more for they would be more.
Well, I'm
Qantas
saying,
couldn't
but
do
if
a
we
flight.
brought it back internally,
Yeah.
and we had our own knighthood, and we celebrated greatness first, like Shane Warne would be
Free flights, Virgin.
Prometheusly,
Posthumously.
posthumously.
Really struggling today.
Not just today, generally.
I always struggle, mate. Let's just have to accept what it is.
Yeah.
I think that if we brought it back and we gave it to fucking sick cunts and girls that deserve it, then
Sick cunts and girls.
or cuntettes, then you should get free shit. I think.
Yeah, no, dude, it should be free internet, free booze,
Free flights.
free flights, Virgin.
Shout out to Virgin.
Shout out to Virgin.
Hey, Virgin. Not an ad, but an ad.
Yeah.
Shout out to Virgin, who hooked Tom
Well,
and
just
I
who
up.
haven't skimped on quality.
Well, they haven't. Yeah, but they hooked us up. No, they hooked us up. That's all I say. They hooked us up.
Hooked us up.
They don't skimp on quality. In my opinion, a superior service, at least domestically, which is the only context in which I can provide assurances. Domestically, they reign supreme.
Tell you what, they haven't removed the kangaroo pouch in the back of this fucking.
You get the kangaroo pouch. You don't fucking. You don't
in-flight services.
Exactly right.
Good food options.
Well, you might be like, oh, but you got to pay for food on Virgin. If I'm flying to Melbourne, cunt, I don't need to pay. Like, I don't need a Qantas roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like
I don't need a free bread roll for a fucking 1 hour flight.
Or like a muffin that's like still frozen.
But if I'm hungry, it's there.
Correct. But what I like the most, and again, you'll think this is an ad, it's genuinely not. Economy X. At the front, extra leg room, touch yourself sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They're rant over.
Now that's not like they don't condone you literally touching yourself.
Not in seat. Not in
seat.
You can do it
Not on flight.
the night
probably.
before. You can do it the night before.
Yeah, night before in anticipation, or as soon as you get off the flight in the airport toilets.
Anyway, all we're calling for, Tom and I, is bring back knighthoods for sick cunts and cuntettes, and
I think sick cunts covers everyone, to be fair.
just being careful, just being sure.
Well, cunts is not really our.
It's a great point. It's actually theirs.
Yeah.
It's actually yours, girls.
Yeah, we can't take it.
Driblets, you know what? It's your word. It's your word.
So if you want to try and make the distinction, it's cunts and dudes.
Cunts and schlongs.
Cunts and doodles.
Cunts and willies.
Yeah. Anyway, not the point. We were watching a video here now.
Jeez, that's a long.
We got off track.
Jeez, that's a long
Kids
one.
got off track.
Jeez, that's a long. That's old school.
Yeah, that is.
That.
That was good. It felt pure, though.
Yeah, that was
felt
pure.
really
I like
pure.
that. That's
I enjoyed the shit out of that.
lovely stuff.
Now, some of you may notice, and maybe it wouldn't actually, because Dave always on mic, but Tobler not on the ones and twos today or this week. Tobler sunning his immense hog over in Fiji.
You're part of the world.
My part of it, my second home. I love Fiji. Not my second home. Love it though. And he's over there, and we get sent a video Tuesday morning from
Malachi Joseph.
Yeah, I read it as Malachi, but I don't know. Drew's out. But Joseph Malachi, Joseph, Malachi, Joseph, Malachi, doesn't matter. He's DM'd us a video, and initially I was watching it without sound, and he just goes, have a go at this guy's form or some shit. I've then looked at it and I go, I don't know who the fuck this is. I go, who's this? And then he's told me, our boy Tobler, if you haven't seen it on Instagram already, our boy Tobler is over in Fiji and is partaking in what can only be described as the whitest thing I've ever seen.
It's white.
It's
stuff.
white, and it's also like elderly.
What
If you're a fucking white 80-year-old.
I'm actually Tom and I actually pretty well positioned to talk about this topic. White people are daggy as fuck.
Yeah.
There's no one daggier than white people. It's just we need to accept reality and accept who we are as a people. We're fucking daggy and we're rhythmless on the whole.
Yeah.
And this video here is just the most pure
exemplification
of what we're talking about.
Quintessential white dag.
As a race, we need to be hit with a rhythm stick. We are all at sea, and the quicker we acknowledge that, arguably the quicker we can try to address it.
Try to arrest this.
We're in one of the most almighty slides of all time.
So
we are pathetic.
What you're about to see here, now if you're on the podcast, I would implore you to head over to YouTube or you can head to our Instagram. Tobler has, I guess, enrolled himself.
Context important. We were sent this Tuesday morning, Australian Eastern Daylight Time. This is his first morning in Fiji, right? So instead of fucking waking up and having a mimosa and which he references in the comments, getting in the ocean,
going fishing,
maybe making love, who knows? Like the first port of call, the first order of service is I need to go and find pool aerobics, water aerobics, and I need to enroll and I need to get after it before I do anything.
Now, I don't know I wouldn't also be shocked if this had some sort of like hyphenated name, like pool aerobics. You know what I mean? Aqua aerobics.
Pool aerobics I like.
You know, like
it's easy to say.
There's some sort of like, hey, and this should, you know what else? This is probably first thing in the morning, like no sleep in stuff. Get up for pool aerobics.
He hasn't done anything yet.
Swimmer size.
Yeah, like this. He's sought this out. That's what's so troubling.
And what, you know what? Before we get into it, one of the things that I love most about Tobler and this sort of energy is that you're actively involving yourself in life. You know what I mean? Like I would never do it.
He's a clubman.
And I respect it.
He's a clubman.
She's seeking life. He's living life. Never do it. I wouldn't.
He's stopping to smell the roses.
He's living.
And I can't help but respect it.
I respect it. But this is the widest thing of all time. Comfortably the widest thing that's ever happened.
There's nothing wider than this video.
Let's enjoy it.
Except for the instructors who aren't white, who are dominating. But everyone in the pool white as shit. So
you get someone with rhythm to teach people without rhythm.
We wouldn't trust one of our own to run a class like this.
You don't have Tobler up there running the class.
You don't follow someone without rhythm into a rhythm battle. You know what I'm saying?
We'll watch it and then we'll talk again. David, get some volume as well. Make sure you... Look at Tobler! Look at him! There's
a lot of people getting into this class.
So many people, but like, this is the most low energy shit. You aren't breaking.
Look at the guy in the front. He's not even moving his arms.
He's just standing. He's in a rashi though. Full
rashi.
He's got a t-shirt on. If you're wearing a t-shirt,
no, that's a rashi.
That's a rashi.
That's a rashi because what you'll find with a t-shirt and water, Tom, is that the collar will sag a lot more.
It's a good point. That's right. It doesn't stand up true.
No, not true.
It's not been designed for wet water.
That's how you tell the difference, punters. Was that that's a rashi?
Yeah, it is. That collar's true as you get.
Yeah, that's a true
Tobler
collar.
in there. He's got his fucking bucket hat on, his sunnies.
But
pale as the driven snow.
Pale as the driven snow. I'm cutting you off a lot, Tom, but I'm excited.
I think I'm cutting you off as well. I think
I'm excited about the topic. What I like about this video as well, if we can dive into the minutiae, punters and dribblers, if you haven't seen it, go to our Instagram or watch us on YouTube, is the smile on his face. I mean, this is a man pumped to be in the pool.
He's redlining, dude. This is the equivalent of someone skydiving.
And if I'm to run a closer eye over to proceedings, Tom, I dare say he's zinked that nose up to within an inch of its life.
Yes, he has. He's zinked his nose for a bit of water aerobics.
Yeah. Because he's like, okay, well, because you know why? Because he went out filming us surf the other day and burned himself to within an inch of his life. Yeah, he did. And he thought, never again.
Nah, not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
Fool me once, shame on you. Or burn me once, shame on you.
Burn me twice, shame on me. That man's zinked up and pumped up.
I love it. And I don't understand.
A few sloppy rigs in that pool, which I love.
Well, dude,
I'm talking. Look, the males around Tobler are, you know.
Listen, let's put it this way.
And this
bobbing little fucking. He's a boy.
Rashy at the front.
This rashied up boy. They put a rashi on a boy.
Yeah.
I don't mean a boy as in a male boy. I mean the floating in the water boy.
We're talking about a boy, a buoy. We say boy down here.
We do say boy down here, bro. But like, if you're a jacked 6-pack guy, you're not doing this shit. You're counting your macros and you're probably doing some fucking chin-ups like Ned Brockman.
Something like that. It's just so white. I can't help but love it.
I am obsessed with this video. Jarch and Lou were trying to record their podcast, and you and I were only just fucking pissing.
When you
ourselves.
told me who it was, I actually thought it was Chica. Sorry, bro. When you told me it was Tobler and everything fell together, and I realised it was his first morning in Fiji, and what he'd chosen to do was fucking pull aerobics or pull aesthetics, I was just like, this is so etched and so good, and everyone's in the pool so dag,
everyone's
so
smiling
white.
and having such a good time. They're just shaking their arms and bouncing along.
It's whiteness. It's pure, unadulterated whiteness.
Dude.
It just is.
It's as white as it gets.
Daggiest race all time. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Doesn't come close.
It's not even close.
And it's one of the great videos ever been sent. Shout out to the Malachi.
Malachi get over there doing God's work.
Yeah.
Pure and simp.
I
Short for simple.
still think it's Malachi, but that's just me.
Who cares?
No, I don't. But I've got to speak my truth.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You have to, man.
You got to speak your truth.
Shout out to Tobler. I hope you're having fun. There's part of me wants to call him and ask him about it. But
No, Tobler's
he's on
earned
holiday.
his R&R.
Serious R&R.
He's earned it.
But he's still, he's still fucking. He's still
Yeah, but I'd rather he didn't. I'd rather he turn his phone off and just go bush.
Yeah, he's gone bush. But look, you still want to keep in touch, and you just sort of see what's going on.
He's a passionate man. He's passionate about his producing.
I miss him,
and I can't.
I miss him. He's been gone for 3 days.
I know he's so cute.
He's just a sweet man. There's no better man than Tommy Tobler.
Well, you won't find a sweeter man.
You won't. You won't find a better man than Tommy Tobler.
He's
you just won't.
Like the amount of if he was a bee, right? The amount of fucking honey that guy would produce would be off the charts.
If he was the bee, you know what he is? He's a teddy bear you're given as a kid and you keep till you're fucking 70 and you pass that teddy bear down the generations. Yeah, this teddy bear holds up.
Yeah, it's worn and torn.
I've got one. I've got a Snowy Ted. He's Snowy Ted, dude. I've got Snowy Ted. He was my Ted as a kid. White as fuck, like Tobler.
Has Evie got it, or Zoe?
Evie and Zoe, both are huge Snowy Ted fans. I would not be shocked if they were to watch this video and go, holy fuck, Snowy Ted's in Fiji.
Doing pool aesthetics.
Doing pool aesthetics. One more time, please, Dave.
Mate, he's going to come back ripped if he keeps this up.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Oh, it's good. It's fucking good from Malachi.
Fuck, that's good stuff. We should probably do some dribbles, Ed.
Yeah.
Let's do some dribbles. While we're getting that ready, shout out to yesterday we got followed, and I was looking at it, like when you get a follow, you're like, if it's like a blue tick follow, you I think Instagram must just like push it up the fucking notification tree, like, hey, get excited, guys, you got followed by a blue tick. Courtney Love.
Oh, really? Is that a thing?
Courtney fucking Love.
Courtney Act, not Courtney Love.
Sorry, fucking.
Who's
I said that.
Courtney Love is
Kurt
Cobain's
Cobain's
wife.
whole singer.
The late Kurt Cobain's wife.
who some
Sorry, we were talking about-
theorise may or may not have been involved.
Really?
Yeah, that's
All
a
the
theory
conspiracies.
Oh,
Yeah, that Courtney.
fuck.
that she did it.
She did it.
That's yeah.
Okay, well that's all alleged. Let's fucking keep that.
Well, no, mate. That's
I
what.
don't
That's
need
like.
Courtney
That is
Love
that is
fucking up my ass.
That's a prolific. That's a prolific conspiracy.
Cool,
theory.
dude. I just don't want Courtney.
I don't know how that
fucking
came
Love.
out. That
Courtney
sounded very
Love.
lispy.
Courtney Love also said in an interview in like the mid 2000s that anyone in Hollywood who wants to get a job should stay away from Harvey Weinstein.
Well, there
This
you
was
go.
like 15 years before. That.
Smart. Good for her. Now,
Good from her.
Courtney Act. I was like, the name sounds familiar. Go in there. 1.2 mil follows, by the way. Huge. I don't know how to properly pronounce this, Dave, so you can fucking cancel me if I get it wrong. Drag queen.
That's the correct pronunciation.
Good. Drag queen of note.
We weren't
Probably-
sure yesterday. We weren't sure if drag was just
Like,
enough.
is that wrong? Who cares? We're not. Dave, our fucking pronouns expert.
He's boots on ground pronoun guy.
Yeah, he's our, like, you know how you've got like a fire marshal?
Yep.
We've got a pronouns marshal here, and that's his name's D or Dave. But basically shouted us out on, now I don't know, again, their Instagram, his Instagram, her Instagram.
Well, it's quite fluid with that because as
Their Instagram.
when she's dragged up, she's a she, obviously, Courtney. But yeah, I think it's just a she, really.
Let's
Sure.
just say Courtney Act.
Courtney Act. But shout us out on Instagram. She was listening to a podcast for research. I hope it was, it was all, I didn't, all positive. But now I want Courtney Act on the podcast.
Yeah. And we
Because I would have like
we reached out and we're like, listen, we talked to footy players a lot. They can be boring, no offense, footy players. Wouldn't mind getting a drag on. We got a like.
Well, listen.
We got a like, not a reply.
I want to walk that back. Footy players not boring. They aren't drag queens.
I said they can be.
Well, that's true. Anyone can be boring, but they're not drag queens. That's
Well,
what
I'm saying after 32 weeks of rugby league football and the rest is maybe I want a drag in my life. That's what
I
saying.
want to fucking have a drag queen on. And I want to hear about it. I want to know more about it. I want to know the process. I want to know, when do you start fucking whacking the wig on?
A lot of questions.
How do you hide the twig and berries? Do you?
Do you need to?
It's called tucking.
Well, I assume it's called
But
tucking.
it's tucking,
Dave.
but it's
tucking is not. It's not like it's some special name. It's like, how do you get rid of your dick and balls? You tuck 'em.
Well, that is the name of the operation that is done.
Wait,
Well,
an operation?
No, not operate. Like the
That'd be
operation as in
removal, wouldn't
the
it?
process.
Oh.
The process.
Well, I just want
Tuck your sack back.
Is tucking common? Is tucking like required, or can you tuck on your own terms?
Well, like, I mean, if you're walking around with a big fucking hog hanging out, it removes, like, it sort of reminds me you're not actually, you know what I mean? It draws my attention back.
Listen, you're easily fooled if the tucking is the only thing convincing you.
Well, no, but I don't want to necessarily, because what they're wearing is they're scantily clad, Edward, which means
Not always.
Well, they're not fucking doing drag shows in baggy jeans, buddy.
Good point.
So,
Good point.
you know what I mean? You can have a lot of dick in your face if you don't tuck. But again, this is what, like, so we were like, yo, come on, Courtney, you shouted us out. You didn't need to. Appreciate it. Put it on your stories. But, like, come on. Come on the show. Tell us about drag. Yeah, come on. Anyway, probably won't, but thought it was worth...
Look, you shoot your shot. You shoot your shot. You
with
know.
the biggest drag queen on the planet, maybe? I don't know. Fucking
Well, that's
1 million followers.
I was told the biggest drag queen on the planet. That's what I
Definitely
was told.
Australia's biggest drag queen.
Well, that'll do. That'll do nicely.
I think the only Australian to have been on RuPaul's Drag Race in America, which is like the Super Bowl of Drag Race.
Okay, so that's like the fucking
It's
creme.
like it's
that's
the
the creme de la
Olympics.
creme.
Yeah, it's the Olympics of drag.
So Courtney Act rather, huge in the drag community.
Yeah.
Well, seems like a good place to start, Tom.
Based in Australia, I assume still lives here?
Yep. I think so. Probably shares her time, but
Come on,
Well, yeah.
come on. Shout out to Dior Dave, who is he's had to man the ship this week. A lot on the plate. What do
Yeah.
you mean? Well, hello sport, ones and twos himself. Dior on himself, doing a good job.
thank you, mate.
Doing a good job.
Tom MM, Eddie MM, Tobler MM, Dior MC, Major Commie, Punters, and the Dribblers. Boys, I've just finished listening to the podcast where you're talking about milk and whether or not I still drink it. And honestly, milk is one of the most delicious things in the world. I'd have it over water any day with snacks and literally anything. I have milk with dinner, pizza and milk, pasta and milk, tacos and milk. But listen, I just want your thoughts, because I was debating in the staff room with a few co-workers about what's the best milk, because I'm a full cream man through and through. I'm no light milk man. I'm no lactose-free milk. I just think it's horrible. Don't get me started on almond milk. That's bad news. Almond milk is just bad news. Oat milk, nah. Hate it. Anyway, love your thoughts. Thanks. Peace out from the Milk Dribbler.
Listen, mate, I'll be honest with you. 32, things start changing, body starts breaking down, and your digestive tract and your ability to handle certain liquids changes over time.
Your ability to process, full cream.
That's right. I am still, without a shadow of a doubt, a ice cold full cream from the cow udder milk operator.
We're a full cream podcast. Like, just make no mistake.
That's beyond question. I have, and I've been honest about this, shifted away from cow's milk in my lattes of a morning. I went to oat, heard oat was sugary, now I'm at almond. I like oat. I find cow's milk in coffee now to be a bit smacky.
It's very smacky.
It gets a bit like in the old guttural. Like
It gets a bit rumbly in the tongue.
you need to understand when you're in your teens and your 20s, you can handle anything that fucking God throws at you. Like there's no problemos on any front really. I'm like a too big guy now. Now I need to go to the spirits for fear of bloating in the extreme. or a Big Day Rosé, obviously. So, things change. But if you're talking the pure stuff, like God's honest truth stuff, ice cold full cream cow's milk in a glass, that's the truth.
It's full cream. We're full cream guys. Let that be known. As a podcast, we're full cream guys. We did go to oat. You're right. Oat's delicious in a coffee. It is, but it's apparently sugary as fuck. I've now removed all milk from my life, and now I'm back on the LBs, the long blacks. Almond milk, again with oat milk as well. Like it's the use of the word milk is misleading. It's a juice. It's an almond juice or water, and it's an oat water.
Well, you can't actually say milk, and the reason I know that is because Ella and I do smoothies most mornings after we train. Shout out to Jeff Athletic. Maybe I go for a run. Maybe I go to the gym. But if I go to the gym, I actually don't go home, so I don't have a smoothie. Listen, when I have smoothies, we have coconut milk, but it's not called coconut milk. It's just called coconut. They can't actually say milk.
But why do you say coconut water? Like that's
because it's not coconut water.
It's not water.
Coconut water's not. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
It looks like milk.
The
coconut water. We all know what coconut water is.
If I can get back to Fiji, where I spent a lot of time in my younger days, shout out to mum and dad, it was called Boo. I didn't even. It was never when it became like cool to drink coconut fucking milk or water. It was always Boo in Fiji. Some kid once made me another like guy on the place where we would go. He made me like a bag of coconut water, and I was like, "Get that away from me."
So coconut water.
What's milk?
No, water inside the coconut.
Yeah, that's the good
I
stuff.
reckon, much like oat or much like almond, I reckon coconut milk is they squeeze the fuck out of the flesh and the outside of it.
Milk, unlike the water coconut, processed by
byproduct.
So that would be the flesh,
there you
right?
go.
Made from grating the flesh of mature brown coconuts. Yeah, dude, this shit. That's also the best form of coconut. Is the coconut is the flesh?
Did I just nail that?
Yeah, you did, buddy. You nailed it.
So coconut milk is not called coconut milk. It's just called coconut because they can't use the word milk. But that's what I have in my smoothies.
Why? But legally?
No. You can't legally.
Just like champagne.
I'm pretty sure that milk has got milk. Like it's got milk covered.
But milk's fucking globally. Who's got the global patent on milk?
Milk needs to come from a nipple.
I agree with you, but as coconut, it's kind of white. But I agree. But then water is like...
Water's from the inside of the fucker.
Right, but then who's got the fucking global patent on the name water? Because water's water. Water's more ubiquitous than milk.
Water's H2O.
That's what I'm saying. But you could say coconut water. Call it Boo, dude. That's what Fijians call it. Boo.
Let's move on.
We will. My old man used to drink Shape.
I don't know what that is.
The yellow milk. Do you remember Shape?
No. Oh,
Disgusting.
yeah, actually, you know what? I remember the name. I do remember the name.
It was fucking disgusting.
Yes.
You want to ensure that no one steals your milk at home?
What was Shape exactly?
I don't know. It was light milk. Like it was some sort of like...
but no fat. Sure, but then there's skim milk.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I don't even...
There's skim milk.
Especially when he was getting through M&Ms at the rate he was, and he's passed that trade on to his sons. But Shape was fucking gross. Gross, dude. Like, no point drinking milk if you're going to have Shape.
So there's Shape milk, and then it's got Dairy Farmers Shape skim milk. So is Shape milk for them just is that their skim milk option?
No, they've still got dairy. They've still got skim. They have Shape and skim.
It says Dairy Farmers Shape skim milk.
Yes, but then I think they have the pink skim, don't they? Dairy farmers have the pink skim.
Yeah, there is a pink Shape or pink skim
Pink
milk.
skim.
Yeah.
So what the fuck's Shape?
It's a fat-free milk with no cholesterol but a fuller taste than skim milk.
So what it is skim milk with a bit more body.
Yeah. Honestly, if you don't drink, if you like milk,
that's your old man trying to drink skim but not liking the taste.
and I don't know how he could even like the taste.
If you have skim milk on your cereal, you're a psychopath.
you're a sick fuck. If you drink Shape or skim, like what? Unless you have a dietary requirement.
My parents had skim in their tea and coffee.
Listen, I love your parents. You know I love Medi.
Yeah.
You know I love them.
Yeah.
They're sick fucks.
I'll pass that on.
You let them know.
I will.
My dad was a Shape guy. Sick fuck.
Yeah.
This isn't like, who would I be if I was to pretend to you, me best mate, just to lie to you because it was your parents, even when my dad's doing the same disgusting things.
No, you wouldn't be my mate.
I couldn't look at myself.
You wouldn't be my mate.
I couldn't look at myself in the mirror.
You wouldn't be my mate.
Our parents are sick fucks.
Now, and you know what? I'm going to extend that a step further, not just to my parents or your old man, and love's in the air. It's not about them personally. It's about their decisions. Is that low-fat milk is still etch as fuck.
It's all etched, dude.
Like, low-fat milk, as far as I'm concerned, Tom, is full cream watered down.
And then you know what my mum would do, which was a bit how you going? She'd push it the other way and go unhomogenized, unpartial, where you got glugs of shit.
Oh, fuck.
And then I'm like, Jesus Christ, I just want to have milk.
No.
I just want to have milk that tastes like real milk.
Yeah, I just want to have milk
That's
that
all
tastes
I
like
want.
real milk.
I just want to have a sip of milk without getting a fucking big chunk
was that
of
an ad
shit in
for?
my mouth. One of the milks.
Was a Paul Smarter white milk.
Paul's milk.
Wait, but why was Paul's milk smarter?
Well, I think it was a marketing ploy.
But was it like, did it make you smarter, or was Paul smarter, or was like,
Oh, like a bit of that
was
Bradley Cooper movie, The Limitless.
or could the milk recognize its own reflection?
Oh, like could it observe itself?
Like, did it pass its own?
Could
Did
it
it pass the
solve-
mirror test?
Could it solve? It's like a crow.
No. You know, the great apes, elephants.
Crows, Paul's milk.
So it's actually European magpie, but
Oh, come on, mate. We all know what we're talking about. Is it a European Maggie?
yeah,
I heard it was a crow.
incorrect.
Anyway, let's move on.
Tom, Eddie, punters and dribblers. It's the young
Smart
Newcastle
milk.
Knights dribbler, and I'm just following up on a dribble from the quick draw dribbler. He was saying how he had a big day, ended up nutting his pants while he slept. Well, I've had a similar experience, but it wasn't with me. So I've got my big day rosé. I've decided to share it with some family that I live with. So I've got a cousin and his miss who sleep in the room next door, and I've decided to let them have a few glasses. And so the night's gone on. I've went up to bed. I've ended up getting into bed. They've finished off the bottle, and the tales are true. So I'm just laying in bed, and they usually have a show on. I can hear through the wall, but there was no show tonight. I just hear them absolutely going at it, and I could not sleep. And so the effects are true. Guaranteed roots. Unfortunately, it wasn't for me and my miss, but it was for my cousin and his miss, because I could hear them pounding through the wall. So thanks for that, Tom and Eddie. Thanks for that. I'll leave
told
you to
you,
it. Thanks,
mate, but
Chris
you knew that
Gordon, for
going in. You
reminding
shouldn't have
me of
given
that.
it to me.
I didn't have the courage to call in until you called. But, yeah, Newcastle Knights forever, Manly never.
Like,
You shouldn't have given it to your cousin and his missus.
well, you didn't have anyone there to fuck.
If you didn't want to lay awake at night, listen to them on the job.
If you're in a situation,
People don't take us seriously.
But like, if you're in a situation where it's like, yeah, you're there with your cousin and his wife. There's only two people in that threesome who are fucking, unless there's some real fucked up family dynamics. So
That's like
That was always-
that's mountain folk Tasmanian
yeah,
shit.
it's Tasmanians and it's mountain people. Or swamp folk as well, to be honest. Tasmanians, mountain folk, swamp folk. People at the extremes, far south as you can go.
Folk people.
They're folk people, exactly. Folk fuckers. Now, if you are shocked by that, it's on you. It's your fault. But like, when we say that Big Day Rosé will get you fucking laid,
Would you either you haven't taken us seriously, which is disrespectful, or you think we're putting mayo on it, which is also disrespectful.
yeah,
When we say something, we mean it.
yeah.
We're not just saying things for comedic effect or dramatic effect.
yeah.
It's just not how we work. It's not how we operate. If I say to you that Big Day Rosé, when ingested, guarantees you roots, it does.
We're not hyperbole guys.
Never have been. I actually find hyperbole to be uncouth.
Yeah, we're not uncouth guys either.
Like hyperbole is a little bit on the nose for me.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea, not the way I've
we operate.
operated historically.
Anyway, shout out to your cousin and his missus for, getting after it.
Good for him.
I like to hear about, just young people enjoying themselves, enjoying each other, enjoying each other's bodies. And knowing that each bit, like every ounce of love we put into every drop of rosé, knowing that has helped nuts get off.
Slipped.
It's all right, buddy. I was just talking about how it's nice to know that we're getting people, orgasm.
Well, I didn't know that when we made it that we'd have so many people completing.
Did you think at any point in your life you'd be helping people come? I didn't.
I didn't know I'd be responsible for so many orgasms that weren't mine.
That weren't like you weren't.
Or Ella's sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. It's a while, listen. You'd get in trouble for giving other people orgasms. We aren't even. It's light touch.
You'd be in big trouble.
Big trouble.
Yeah.
Anyway.
As in, like, why'd you get them off?
Why are you getting two random people off?
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it, but I did have a lot to do with it.
Listen, if I was tried at The Hague, I'd be in big trouble.
Yeah. Tom and Eddie guilty of giving people multiple orgasms.
Yeah. Multiple.
Maybe that's why we get knighted.
For gasms?
For gasms. For service to gasms.
For making the country come?
Yeah. Sir Tom and Eddie. Sirs Tom and Eddie.
Sure. I'll take it. You know I will. And I'll wear it with pride and honour and
We'll
distinction.
fucking take it, all right. Let's go, Dave.
Tom, Eddie, fuck you to all, punters, and the dribblers. Bailey's a milk dribbler here. Just on the back of the shit takes with Dean Ritchie yarn from last Thursday's pod, just want to share with you one of the all-time shit takes I heard a couple of months back. Down at the pub with my mate and his old man. His old man's a miner and certified tin foil hat operator. He reckons that Ned Brockman is full of shit running across Australia. He reckons one of his mates drives to WA and back pretty regularly, and he reckons that our boy Ned was a few hundred kilometres short. He goes, no, my mate drives it all the time, and he must have. There's no way he did in however many Ks it was. He's a good 400 K short, so he's got in the car somewhere, and he's just cheated a bit. I said to him, mate, the cunt tracked every single day on Strava, on maps. You can go follow it up. I got it up and I showed him. So on the whole, I was like, nah, I don't buy it. Something's fishy, eh? So I was just shaking my head. So yeah, never heard a worse take than that. Dean Ritchie's are bad, but that's got to be the worst. Anyway, fuck you to y'all. Bailey's milk forever. Tequila soda's never. Cheers.
That guy sounds like a complete fucking idiot.
Well, it's the worst take of all time. The old mate said it in the dribble. Listen, I can't be more frank about this. Ned Brockman is many things. The last thing he is a liar. He wouldn't be able to live with himself if he hadn't completed the journey. He would have to do it again. If someone told him, you missed 20 metres, he'd have to go back and do the whole thing again. He's that sort of guy.
But also, people have run across the country before, right? He was going for the all-time record. So it's not like this is like, it's not like someone saying they've gone to the moon by themselves. It's not like someone who's, I swam from Australia to New Zealand. Like, it's not an impossible task. It's a fucking Herculean task. Herculean.
It's been done before, and it'll be done again.
There's no, and again,
but not like him.
No, not like him. No one's done it like him.
That's the difference.
No one. Shout out, can we also, while this guy's raised a good point, firstly, to your mate who does the trip heaps, who's a fucking idiot, a contrarian. He's a dumbass.
Have you ever considered this? Maybe it's quicker on. Maybe you can fucking shave a bit of time on foot.
Well,
like meterage, you know what I mean, like roads.
But also, he's saying he's shaved a few, how much?
400 Ks and
right
bullshit.
Across the entire fucking. Shut up, man.
Listen, I don't buy it.
Shut up.
I don't buy it. But I know who I believe.
I'm
in Camp Ned.
It's not even about believe. It's true. You don't need to believe. It's not about who do you not. It's it's fact. It's done. It's there.
And you can check it on Strava.
That's what I mean. It's done.
I can't even believe I'm having to.
I know it's fucking stupid. Part of me wants to delete it, but I won't because Ned's milk. Ned's now currently going back across the country pushing Ned's milk.
Double D Ned.
Correct.
Powerful.
I'm trying to work out, has he packed a chin-up bar with him?
Yes. He said that in his post. He packed the bar.
He packed the chin-up bar with him?
No, he took the bar. He took the bar. He's like, this is fucked. A year later, I'm going across the country with Ned's milk and I've packed a fucking chin-up bar. And he's going to cities and come down and run with me at 4 a.m. and he's getting hundreds of people.
It's crazy, dude. I hope he does one in Sydney. We're catching up with him on Sunday. But I wonder when he gets back to Sydney whether he goes 4 a.m. let's do a big run. I'll get up for that run. Will you get up for that run?
Yeah, I'd do it for Ned. Anything
You have
for
to,
Ned.
you know what I
Anything
mean?
for Ned. Anything for,
For Ned.
Ned knows that. Ned knows all that.
Like if it was just some random person who was like, hey, Eddie, you want to get up at 4 a.m. for a run? You go, no.
Ned knows I'll do anything.
But I mean, if it was Ned, I'll get up and run with Ned.
Ned knows. Ned knows what I do.
It's actually very inspiring. And I imagine for him it would be quite overwhelming when you just like putting down your gram, like, yo, I'm in WA. Yo, I'm in Adelaide. Hey, I'm here like 4 a.m. I kind of get a bit like, again, having known Ned now for like a year, I kind of get like a bit emotional. Again, I'm predisposed to a bit of emotion.
You're an emotional guy. You're an emotional guy.
But I'm like, but seeing all these people get up and just like to go for a run with him, like it's really cool and it's inspiring.
I presume that Ned's got a little bit of all of us in us. When he puts out a video, it's like he expects probably no one will turn up. But then when he gets like 100 or 200 or how many fucking people there are showing up at 4 a.m. in Adelaide, like
that to me, that's
absurd.
Yeah, and that's almost, I think, the thing that I'm like stoked for you. Like, to your point, is that like
if he's like the rest of us,
exactly,
he would expect no one
who
to come.
assumes that no one gives a fuck about what you're doing at any point or cares or follows or
yeah.
So
and maybe you work yourself into like a pit of anxiety about it, you know,
complete pit of anxiety, and then when everything is fine, and then you're like, oh fuck, I was worried for no reason.
Yeah. When you convince yourself that your own family and friends won't come.
Yeah, and then they do. Well, not in my marathon run. No one came.
Yeah, but you were never. But no one believes.
True. No one believed that.
One more.
I think we do one more, Ed.
One more.
Right, Tom and Eddie, it's Danny Exotic. I'm here with King Bridge. We're at some fucking Dribblers fucking wedding, and I'm here to just let you fucking pricks know I haven't seen better chemistry on air since Lionel and Yenda Lee fucking decided to fucking show their hand in the marketing game. You know? Fucking pounding electronics into the core of the earth, just fucking pumping these pricks. You know they got connections in fucking China. You know it. And don't even deny it, because I know where your fucking hats and merch are coming from, you dog. Oh, the dogs, yep. Fuck the dogs. Up the riff, 4-peat. Now, I was having beers with Andy Raymond too. That's another story. Now, we are here to let you pricks know that the hotline, like your fucking little intern over there, Dior, isn't letting the fucking real blokes through to the hotline. Because they're getting overtaken by the likes of the alpha blokes, and, you know, well, I don't really listen to anyone else, but you need to start letting the fucking battlers through. Now, I'm here with him at Kingbridge, and he reckons that he's going to fucking pound you pricks into the core of the earth. Kingbridge, what have you got to say?
Jesus.
Hey guys, Kingbridge here. Look, Stephen Crichton is the fucking key to the three-peat.
No.
He fucking left the club. The Bulldogs will win the fucking premiership next year and the year after. We won't get a three-peat, but we'll go back-to-back. Fuck Nathan Cleary. Fuck the lot of them. Stephen Crichton's the man.
No. I don't think so, bruh. I'm getting videoed. I'm getting filmed. Eddie, if you want to flaunt that you're so good at Oztag, how about you shape up and come out to the Kingsway, you prick? I reckon you blokes wouldn't see a chance. Dip five out at the Kingsway. You pricks are fucking gutless. Give it to Pembroke. Try his fucking hardest. That prick wouldn't be able to run 10 metres out west. He's a cat, and your rosé is shit.
Oh,
we ordered your rosé. It didn't even show up in time.
Ordered it fucking 4 weeks ago, you cunt.
Yeah, we ordered it that long ago and it didn't show up. So now we're drinking shit over the bar.
Well, that's an
from
Oz
the
Post
fucking
issue,
locals.
Danny, you
and it's
fucking
probably
idiot.
even worse than the shit you blokes are dishing up.
Nah, you know
fucking
rosé's
suck
good.
me
How
off,
dare
you
you.
fucking dog.
Gather Ravens, big trust.
Listen, it's hard to take anyone with any fucking 28-year-old male with a nose ring seriously, right? And I respect Danny Exotic to the ground. He's a Baggy Green member, right? But he's got a fucking nose ring at 29.
Listen, we respect him, we love him.
You can't come talking shit about the rosé with a nose ring at 29. It's just not the way it works.
Yeah, but also if you're 28, 29, nose ringed up, you know the way of the world, or you should know part of it. And part of the way of the world is that Ozpost sometimes disappoint the punter and the dribbler.
Now, if you have some sort of an issue where it hasn't rocked up at all, then Eddie and I will, and we've always been these guys. We're bend over guys, work our sacks into the ground sort of guys to get your rosé guys as soon as possible guys, or to reimburse you guys for lost rosé guys.
100%. That's our style.
You know.
So listen. I respect your comment saying best chemistry all time.
Well, that we agree with.
Second of the Lees, or I would say ahead of the Lees. Shout out to Geordie Lee of
who? Second to the who?
The Bing Lees.
Oh, you mean Bing and Yenda?
Yeah. So Geordie Lee, who is like a relative, maybe a grandson, big dribbler, huge.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
So he's a relative of the Bing Lee dynasty.
He's a Bing Lee.
Dude.
Geordie Lee.
Can I say this about the Lee dynasty?
He's a Lee.
We used to, so this is not me being racist, Dave. This is me reciting the Lee ads because their radio ads are best in class. Bing Lee, come and meet my team. Then Yenda Lee comes in and she's like, Lionel. She fights now with obviously Bing's passed on. May he rest in eternal heavenly peace. But then there's Yenda Lee.
Yeah, Yenda's elite.
Now you've got Lionel, is
Lionel his eldest son?
He's first gen, born, raised Australia, right? So,
but is he eldest son?
Well, I think so, or at least it's in terms of a succession. He's your fucking he's your first cab off the rank, Lionel. Now I don't know where he sits in the family tree, but I know he's a son of Bing, son of Yenda. Now Yenda and Lionel get on the radio and they're having fucking witty fucking repartee back and forth. Now she's got a very thick Asian accent. I won't go any further with that because the way she says Lionel is how people would perceive you saying Lionel being inappropriate. You know what I mean?
Well,
L's and R's and R's and L's and Lionel.
No, but he says I'm Lionel Lee, and then she goes I'm.
But see, that's the thing. They make fun of the accent.
Yeah.
Now some would say, oh, they can because they are much like Descartes. I think therefore I am. But I can because I am. So she can be like, he'll be like, Mum, because he's got an Australian accent. He's like, Mum, that's not what I meant. She's like, I thought you said it like this. Their ads are best in class.
They are. They are.
Really, really good stuff.
And Geordie, if you just, if you're looking for,
some white good fucking...
for people to start pushing to some white goods.
Well, listen, we do need a fucking ice cube for you.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, if you want us to start pushing that shit.
Well, we'll push it.
You just say the word, bro.
You say the word, but also give us a fridge with some ice cubes.
And drop off that cash.
So if you want to know about the Bing Lee dynasty, it was obviously founded by Bing Lee. He passed away in 1987. Then his
Wait
son,
a minute. 87? 97?
1987.
Who the...
Bing.
According to Wikipedia.
Are you telling me they were playing posthumously Bing ads?
I don't remember Bing being
No, dude. Bing was fucking doing ads when I was alive.
I don't remember Bing.
It could have been his son Ken who took over.
Oh, Ken.
Who was what?
No,
playing Bing?
that was no. That was Ken because it was Ken and then now there's Lionel.
Yeah,
Hold
You're
the
thinking about
fuck
Ken.
on, dude.
So
I'm
you're thinking
not
about Ken.
talking about Ken.
Yes, sure.
Bing died in the 80s?
Yeah, no, you're
According
talking
to Wikipedia,
You're
yeah.
thinking Ken. You're thinking Ken.
Bro, I'm not. I'm thinking Bing. Because he would say, Bing Lee, come and meet my team. And then that's what he would say was the ad. Now, unless they were playing old dead Bing... Listen, Geordie, is that what his name is?
Geordie, you need to clear this up for us.
You need to clear this up, dude.
It
Clear it up.
actually needs to be cleared up.
Fucking oath it does, because I'll punch on for this. Now, I might be wrong, and would it be the first time I'm wrong? Absolutely.
Because I love Bing Lee. Dun, dun.
And it's actually, I like Bing Lee.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but
Close.
that's all right.
Yeah. So
We still got the dun-dun there.
So Ken was the chairman. Ken's partner is Yenda, as far as I'm aware, and then their son is Lionel,
So-
who's the current chief
So
executive.
it was Ken Bing's brother?
No, Ken was Bing's. I think Ken was Bing's son.
So Lionel
So
is...
it was started by Bing and Ken together, father and son. Ken's partner, Yenda, their son, Lionel.
Oh, so Bing started with his son, and Ken was married to Yenda,
Yeah.
and then Ken's died, I'd imagine.
No,
and Bing,
is Ken still living?
No, Ken passed in 2000.
so that's why Lionel's on.
Fuck! I didn't want to hear that Ken had died.
Bing died, started with Ken. Both of them have died. Ken married Yenda. Yenda and Ken had a son, a boy, Lionel.
Yeah.
Lionel still with us. Lionel doing ads with Yenda.
Lionel and Yenda are fucking best in class.
I want to know where's Geordie come from? Is he
Lionel and is he Lionel's son?
Is he Lionel's son?
Part of the Bing dynasty?
Oh, he would have to be quite old if he's... Oh, no, sorry, Lionel's son.
Lionel's son.
I reckon Yenda's his grandma.
Yeah. Yenda fucking real radio talent as well.
She's elite.
I'm a
class.
huge Yenda fan. They get it. They've got a good sense of humor about them. They take the piss out of themselves. They take the piss out of it's all really good stuff. Really good stuff.
Okay, wait, here we go. So Lionel...
Yep.
Lionel's son... Sorry, so Lionel has 4 children, including Jordan.
Lionel's son.
4 sons, including Jordan.
Not sons, 4 children.
Sorry, 4 children.
So Geordie is son of Lionel.
How do you know Geordie? Who the fuck's Geordie? Respectfully.
How do I know him? He's like friends of friends.
Our age?
No, but like I can't be fucked to explain it to you.
You don't have to. I'm just...
I can explain it to you later.
That's fine. You're in the green room.
Yep.
But he is connected in some way.
He's connected in some way.
How much is the Lee dynasty worth?
Have to be half a bar, wouldn't it?
You reckon?
Well, I think I just read on the Wikipedia article, a lot of the Bingley stores are now franchises.
Yeah, but that all fucking
but so's Harvey Norman, mate, and he's still fucking... Old man Jerry's still doing pretty well for himself.
Harvey Norman.
So, Yenderly and her family's value is about $610 million.
Woo! I said half a bar and I was short.
Also, yeah, into their 4th generation of the family business.
You'd be fucking mad to get out of that game.
And nice quote here from Lionel in an interview. He goes, "You're nothing without family. You can be the wealthiest man in the world or the strongest man in the world, but if you've got no one to share it with, who are you doing it for?"
Shout out to Lionel. Lionel gets it.
Lionel, fucking shout out to the Lee dynasty.
Yeah, big fans of the Lees. Huge.
Love it. I think that's a great place to leave because Danny Exotic was fucking, he was an intoxicated, nose-ringed up motherfucker, right? He peppered in some positive feedback.
Well, but he was throwing a bit of shade too.
Throwing some shade, but you can't have a nose ring at that age, dude. But so it was nice that we were able to just really talk about a great Australian
success story.
Success story.
That's one of the great Australian success
stories.
Success stories. It's been one of those days for me.
It has. I've had a lot of fun this podcast.
Same, buddy.
I've enjoyed it.
See you cunts later, bye.
Bye. Bloke.shop tonight, 6 p.m.
Do the right thing. 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 Do the right thing.
Could you two just not talk anymore?